Okay, so we at Nantech Solution, as I told you, we don't charge you for basic hardware and networking because that is your foundation when you want to start learning a Windows Server, right? If you go to other classes, they will simply start from teaching from Windows Server. They will not, like, if you want to do hardware and networking, they will charge you for that as well. But here we will not go in depth, but we will give you some basic ideas. So what is basic, like, in hardware and networking, right? So if you have that idea, you can start your Windows Server learning very well. Okay, so that's our motive. That's why we give it complimentary. Okay, and in that, I just want to give you some introduction to what are the servers, what is basic hardware, what is operating system. From there we will start, and later we'll come to our, like, what we teach, what we give you, right? All the brochure things. And if you have any Q&A, later we'll go on that as well. Okay, let me share my screen. Guys, let me know if it is visible for you. Can anyone confirm? Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, so let's say, in this demo session, there are some people who are already working on a L1 support, right? And there are some people as well who don't have any working experience, right? So for them as well, this is so here in the, if you want to learn server, you don't require any experience, right? Guys, if someone is joining, like, let's add them, you have
Don't
actually
worry, I will add.
yeah. Okay, thanks, Ganesh. Okay, so whoever is fresher here, right? If they don't have any experience, they just like completed their graduations and they want to do this course. It's very good for them as well, And whoever have already experience in L1 support, or they are already working on L1 support, this will be helpful for them as well, right? So there is no, you will not say if there is a background needed for to doing this course. So anyone who is interested can do this course. Okay. So who are beginners, right? Some people have already experienced, they are already working. So they are well done about this, whatever I'm going to tell you, right? But some people, right, who don't have experience, it will be helpful for them to understand things. Okay, so let's say basic computer hardware and software. This one PPT only. I just want to, because I want to just share the knowledge. If you have joined, I don't want to marketing for my course stuff only. Okay? If you have joined, you should also gain some knowledge. So we'll just see the basic computer concepts. Okay, sorry, like computer hardware vs software. Computer hardware and computer software are two fundamental components that work together to enable the functionality of computer system. Okay, so let's say you have your laptop, right? So in laptop, if you don't install operating system on your laptop, that is just a hardware. Okay, and you can't use it, right? If you want to use and utilize your hardware resources, you have to install operating system on that. Okay, so once you install operating system and your hardware collaboratively work, and that will give you an interface. On that only, then user can use it, right? That's why computer hardware and software are most important things to run whatever software applications you want to run on your systems. Okay, guys, if you have any questions in between, you can ask, right? In last also we have Q&A session. You can note your questions and you can ask us later. Okay, so let's say these are very basic, but still this will be helpful. Some research papers are there. Okay, so these are the hardware. I'll tell you. This is the hardware part of your computer. If you see, so what is hardware? Let's say your cabinet is hardware, your monitor is hardware, your RAM is hardware, your motherboard is hardware, speakers, mouse, keyboard, printer, headphones. All these are hardware components of your system. Okay. And what are the software components? Let's say Java, PowerPoint, Word, Chrome, Gmail. Okay, your operating system, let's say Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. Okay, these are your softwares, antiviruses. Okay, also your and you use your mobile phone, right? In your mobile phone, there's an operating system called Android or Mac OS, right? That is also kind of my operating system only. Okay, so this is basic difference between hardware and software. Okay, this is hardware. When you install operating system on this hardware, then you can consume these applications. You can install on your system and you can use this. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, this is this is called empty cabinet. Okay, this doesn't have motherboard installed in it. This is a empty. When you put, install motherboard, then it becomes a system, right? You can call it. So you see, right? This has motherboard installed, uh, and all the components related like RAM, hard disk, and all these things it is having. This is your monitor. When you connect your monitor to this desktop, you can use your softwares, applications, whatever you want to use it. This is motherboard. Okay. So on this motherboard, let's say you can see here are expansion slots, right? So this company provides you as like additional slots for you. If you want to install some, some additional cards on this, you can install it here. These are your RAM slot. You can install RAM on these slots. Okay, here is your processor. Okay, here these are your audio jacks. Okay, this is your LAN port. When if you want to connect your system to internet, right, you can connect the LAN cable here. Okay, we call it Ethernet cable. Okay, this is your Ethernet card. Okay, these are USB ports. These are also USB ports. This is your VGA cable. This is where you connect your monitor, right? And this is your HDMI port for projection, all for projector. If you want to connect your projector, right? This is your USB, and these are PS2 port, we can say it. Earlier, when USB port was not there, right, we used to connect our mouse and keyboard to these PS2 ports. Okay, but now in USB ports are there in the market. No one using this. Okay, this is basic introduction to motherboard. But later we also have each components explained in later sessions like of motherboards. These are types of servers. If you want to learn server, you should know what are the types of servers. This is tower server, this is rack server, and this is blade server. Okay, these are three main types of server. So let's say this is tower server, right? You see all here, this is front view. If you open this, you'll be able to see this hard disk connected to it. Let's see, our laptop has only one hard disk, right? But server doesn't have. Server have lot of hard disk. So let's say these hard disk. Let's see how many hard disks this server is having. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16, and 24 hard disks this server is having. Okay. So on server we install critical applications, right? And that's why we need more storage, and that's why we have a lot of hard disks on the server. In your laptop you're having only 8 GB, 12 GB of RAM, 4 GB of RAM, but server it's not like that. Server you'll be having 128 GB, 64 GB of RAM. Okay, so and it is Xeon processor is used in servers. So like we use Intel normal processor, right? But Intel also have Xeon processor, which is used for servers, right? Because server services like to multiple clients, let's say you have a website, right? You visit google.com, right? That google.com is installed somewhere on the servers only. Okay, let's say how many people visit to google.com, right? All, right? So they may be having like lakhs of servers which are providing Google services, right? Which are the website is hosted on that. From there you are accessing the other resources, whatever you search on Google. Okay, so this is front and side view of the server. This is back view of the server. Let me tell you where we put what. You know, this is your power code, right? You plug in your power code here. Okay, this is your VJ port. You connect your monitor here. This is your ILO port, LAN port, you can say. ILO is what, let's say there are data centers, if you work in some big companies, they have clients from other countries, right? Like we also have clients from other countries. Like when I used to work on like data center operations team, okay, we used to handle data centers from other countries, right? So if you are handling data center from other countries, so this ILO port is used for that. We can turn on server from here remotely. We can turn off server from here. We can check all the hardware component status from remotely. So that's why this ILO port is used. So you don't need to go to data center. Remotely, you can do all the stuffs. Okay, these are your multiple LAN ports. On our laptop, if you see, you can check. You may have joined from laptop. We just have one single LAN port, but on server we have multiple LAN ports. What that means is you can assign multiple IPs to the single server. Okay, and this is the front view, right? If you open this, you will be able to see these hard disks are there. You can simply remove one by one hard disk from here. If you click here, you can remove one hard disk and you can plug in again if some hard disks are filled. Okay. These are the rack servers. I have given names as well for rack servers. Why? Because let's say you are doing this course, as we told you, our course is you can easily crack server interviews if you do our course. That's why we have given server name here. Let's say someone in interview asks you which rack servers are you using. So you should be able to tell them that yeah, we have this Dell rack server. Okay, Dell R730 HD rack server. And someone will say HP ProLiant DL380. Okay, if they ask you like which type of servers rack servers you use, so you should be able to tell them what is the version of a physical server that you are using. Okay, these are the blade server. Okay, you say you have here, these are rack servers, right? You mount it in a rack. If you have data, let's say you have data centers, right? You mount these rack servers in the data center. And also we have some blade servers as well. These are also kept in data centers. Okay. Now you may have questions like when we should use tower server, when we should use rack server, and when we should use blade server. Okay. You see, these all are blade here. This is one blade, one rack. Blade server we'll call it, and this has multiple blades. Blades means what? One server. This is server blade. If you remove this out of this, you'll see it like this. This is one server blade. If let's say this server blade is crash, you can remove one and you can again put another blade there. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blades are here, 8 are here. 16 blade this blade server is having. Okay, and this is called HPA ProLiant BL460C version of this blade server. Okay. And yeah, I was about to tell you, let's say you have very few servers in your organization. You need only 3 or 4 servers or 5 servers in your company, or it's a small company, right? So then you can use these tower servers. Okay. Let's say you need servers like 10, 20 servers, right? Then you can use rack servers. And if your data center is very big, you need more than 25 servers, then you can use blade servers. Okay. And these are racks, these are empty racks. These racks have server installed, all servers are mounted here. You can see that. So, we currently, the cloud is like it's very booming in market, right? and Microsoft just bought some land in Hinjewadi, Pune, and they are building too many data centers in India. Okay, and this will be a very good opportunity for Indian techies to learn data center. Okay, learn server, learn new things, right? They show that data center. If you work in data center, the salary is very high. You can't imagine that if you work for data centers. Okay, so let's upgrade yourself on server. And I also provide career path, how you can go to, like, first you work on server, then how to move to cloud and all these things. But if you want to move to cloud, first you have to learn Windows Server. What is that? How it operates? Then only you'll go and you can easily learn Azure Cloud, because what's in Azure Cloud? Everything is servers are there. If you go to Azure Cloud, all servers are there. That's why you need server knowledge. This is data center image we have taken. So, these are data center looks like this. All servers are installed here. Microsoft is having 300 plus data centers, not 300 plus data centers they are having across globe. Okay. And this is the second image. This is how data center looks like. What is data center? Anyone, if you know? Data center is what, we have all servers and networking components installed on data centers. Whatever you're using your mobile phone, right? You're using your WhatsApp day to day. You're using any application. You're using your banking application. You're using Google Pay, Phone Pay. All them have their own data centers. If you're sending message, we send a hi message to our friends on WhatsApp. It doesn't directly go to his phone. It first go to a data center. When you send hi to your friend, it will first go to WhatsApp data center. From that data center, it will go to some servers which are already working for WhatsApp, and then that server will send message to your friend. That's how your message goes. So that's why, so everywhere, data centers are important, because everything now, if the world is going digital, right? So the more the world will go digital, we will need more data centers, right? Data is increasing massively, right? To manage data, we need data centers. Let's say, what is operating system? An operating system is a software that manages computer hardware and provides services for computer programs. It serves as an intermediary between the hardware and the application that run on your computer. As I already told you in the first slide, right? So operating system is like, operating system, your mobile has Android operating system, right? Our computers having, like, most of them are having Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating systems. Okay. So when we install operating system on your laptop, right, then only you can use your other application, you can browse internet, you can do your stuff, right? So to use any computer, right, you need operating system and hardware, then only you can utilize your applications or whatever you are using on the computer, right? So what are the example of operating system? Let's say common examples of operating system includes Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and various Unix derivatives. Okay. Mobile device often use operating system like Android and iOS, right? In your operating on your mobile also we have operating system which is called Android. Okay. Windows Server and Windows Client OS. So see, we like most of them, most of the people don't know what is Windows Server, in market, and even if you ask someone, they don't know what is server, they just know they're using laptop, and they know like what is Windows 10 and what is in Windows 11. But whatever, like let's say you are using your Google, right, Gmail accounts, you are receiving Gmails, right, you're storing your Gmail accounts there. But somewhere that Gmail application is installed on some Windows servers or Linux servers that is installed on, right? from them you can consume, that Windows 10 and Windows 11 only for consuming services. Who is providing services then? The services provided by Windows operating system or either Linux operating systems. These two operating systems working as a server operating system, and they are providing services to clients. Listen, Windows Server and Windows Client, often referred to as Windows Desktop or simply Windows, are two different operating systems developed by Microsoft, each designed for specific purpose and use cases. Okay, so as I told you, client OS is for what? For what? You're just consuming services. So Windows Server is that which provides services. Let's say in our organization you have, and the most important thing that Windows is a backbone for many enterprises in the globally, right? So I don't know if you have heard that few days back that BSOD error was there, right? You saw that the world was stuck because of the Windows, that there was some error. That's why it gave some BSOD blue screen of death errors. So multiple organizations were stuck. They were not able to do anything. So that's why we call it backbone of many industries. Okay, you can't operate organization without Windows operating system because it provides you Active Directory, Microsoft Active Directory. If you have heard it, right? Without Active Directory, no organization will work. You go in any industry, you go in telecom, you go in software industry, you go in uh, manufacturing industry, pharma, anywhere you go, you need that. Okay, so that's why learning Windows Server is very crucial. And okay, so what is purpose and uses? Okay, let's see what is purpose of Windows Server. Windows Server is designed to operate as a server and provide services to other computer in a network. As I told you, right? Windows Server provides services and it is utilized by client operating systems. What is it uses? It is used for hosting applications, managing network infrastructure, handling user authentication, file sharing, and running server-side applications. Okay. So any application like Gmail, WhatsApp, file sharing, Active Directory, all these are applications installed on the server, and from that server you consume these applications. Let's say we have SQL databases which are installed on Windows Server, so we can also use it as a database servers. And Windows Client Desktop, what is the purpose of Windows Client? Windows Client OS is designed for desktop and laptop computers, intended for use by end users. So Windows Client, let's say Windows 10 and Windows 11 is used by end users, right? And server operating system is for providing services to end users, right? Uses, it is used for personal computing, running application, browsing internet, multimedia, and other general purpose tasks. Okay? So what we do, we browse, we play some games, okay? And we run some applications, right? Some video editing applications or anything. You can use it for any purpose, right? Some mine crypto as well on computers. So it's up to you how you are using it. So let's say recent client and server operating systems I have taken from Windows Vista 7 and in server Windows 8. Okay, so these are the client operating system. If you remember earlier, we were having Windows Vista, right? Later, Microsoft released Windows 7 in 2009. Okay, then Windows 8 in 2012, then Windows 10 in 2015, and Windows 11 in 2021. Okay, these are our client operating system. And here we have server operating system. Okay, like Microsoft released Windows Server 2008 in 2008, and there later they released another version, like let's say Windows Server 2008 release 2, right? They released it in 2009, so it was having some advanced features from the Windows 8, right? Windows Server 2012. Okay, for Windows Server 2012 also later they released one release 2, right? Which will say update 2 for that 2012 server. Okay, which they released in 2013. And in 2016, Microsoft released Windows Server 2016. And in 2018, Microsoft released 2019 server, right? And in 2021, Windows Server 2022 is released. And this, I think, in back one month back, Microsoft also released server Windows Server 2025, right? So, but Microsoft is releasing operating systems. They have released 22 as well, 25 as well. But in organization, let's say, this no one will tell in organization, these operating systems are used mostly currently. Let's say if you're facing interview right now, if interviewer asks you which operating systems are you using, you should say this Windows 2016 and 2019 because these are the stable version. That's why organizations are using this. And on cloud also we have this operating system only. But in cloud, if you go in Azure cloud, they are somewhere 22 is used, but we will say 80% organization are using 2016 and 2019 currently. Okay, that's what. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So that's what. So this was the basic. We also have basic, this was basic hardware and software. We also have like motherboard parts, then what is networking, what is IP addressing. Okay. That that's why we are taking, that is for fresher people, as I told you. And let's say brochure, guys. If you do you have any question? I have shared this brochure with all of the, I think, all of you. No? Do you have any question in this brochure? See, what services we are providing is, what are the key features which we provide. In-depth learning with experts. I already have 9+ of experience. I'm going to teach you, right? We'll discuss about real world scenarios and case studies. Practical lab sessions will be there, you know, and we'll also provide you some tasks which you'll have to complete that. You can if you do this course, you can like prepare yourself for Microsoft MCSA certifications. Okay, and we provide complementary basic hardware and networking. Okay, we provide lifetime counseling. If you, let's say, you have done your courses, right, and like let's say you are working on server, it's been 1 year, 2 year, and later you come to me and you ask us, right? So like what is our, like, what path should we choose, right, to go ahead? You can call us and we will guide you, no problem with that. And placement assistant is provided, right? People in the market will say, oh, we provide 100% placement, and they will place you, some L1 level jobs. So we don't do like that. So our main focus is you get placed on server level, because in server you have like growth. You don't have any growth in L1, right? So here, what assessment assistance we provide is, we provide you if there are some openings in the market, let's say on Naukri, on LinkedIn, or somewhere else. We found it. We'll share with you on groups. We also like help you in building resume, building Naukri profiles. If you build a Naukri profiles, you'll 100% you will get job calls in just 5 or 10 days. First, if you build your profile today for servers, you'll get like job calls in next 5 to 10 days. You will start getting the calls. What contents we have? We have basic hardware, basic software and hardware, basic software and networking. This all we cover in it. Okay. I'll again share with you if someone doesn't have it. We provide, like, we'll go to introduction to Windows Server, how to install operating systems. Okay. How to use them, what are the best practices, that we'll discuss. Like installing and managing servers. Okay. Networking, what are the IP addressing, DNS, DSCP, network policies. We'll learn that. Active Directory domain services, we'll see. This is a very big topic, and we'll spend too much time on this. Okay. If you are done with this, there are high chances you can get placed in any organization. You just need Active Directory, DNS, and group policy and DSCP. These are 4 core components which you should focus on, right? So that's why we're covering that as well. We also have file sharing. We have Windows Server backup, how to take backup types and all these things. We also teach you Windows Admin Center. This is a new feature, how to use like manage your servers remotely. We also teach you Hyper-V. Okay, our all labs will be on Hyper-V only. So while doing that, you'll learn most of the things, while doing the lab practice. We also tell you RAID, what is RAID and all, advanced server infrastructure, like implementing Hyper-V virtualization, like and managing virtual machines, checkpoints. All these things we will do in the like while doing our labs only. Monitoring and performance management. Okay. These things are, whatever I told you, these are asked in interviews. These are main components that are asked in interview. That's why I have chosen these topics. In interview, they will ask you how to monitor your servers, how to troubleshoot performance issues, how to update Windows patches, right? So those all things I have covered. And we'll have live session for Windows patches, how to do Windows patching. Okay, I will have a live demo session for that, like no, live session we will call it. We'll teach you how to go step by step, to whom you should send email, which ticket should be raised. So what is your next step? Like how you can do that? Like let's yesterday I think so for one of the batch we had that session, Windows update session. We have like 2 months course, this is 2 months duration, and batches will be only on weekends, okay, on Saturday, Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, in the evening. So 2 hours batch will like 2 hours session will be having 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. So in a week you can do your practicals, whatever we learn in on Saturday, Sunday, you can like implement that in your lab environments, week. Okay, so you'll get a week of time because most of the peoples are working, right? They don't get time to work every day and to like do the labs every day. And mode will be currently we are providing only online lectures. Right? And like who should attend this course? We have that as well. IT professionals looking for upgrade their server skills. Okay. Network administrator and systems engineers, freshers aspiring to start the career in IT, they can also join. Individual preparing for MCSA certification, working professional who wants to switch their career to IT industries. Okay, like if someone is working in some marketing or any other field, they can also come to and they can switch to IT industries. And students from any background. Okay, any background student who are interested in learning this can come to. Okay, like why choose us? Like why Nantech Solutions? No, we have like so. Let's say I told you right. I have 9+ of experience in this field. Okay, and we'll tell you real world scenarios. So because I have taken too many interviews, right, for server as well. Currently, I'm taking interviews for cloud, Azure clouds as well. So I have good experience, like how the interviewer's mindset is, right? So accordingly, we'll help you what to prepare. Okay, we have hands-on labs, flexible learning, as I told you. We have online learning on Saturday, Sunday, right? Also career assistance. So if you, let's say you place in some organization, right, as a server engineer, in like initially, if you face any issues like how to work on some things, right, if you don't know, you can call us, like we will help you. That's not an issue. Okay, these are some. Any questions, guys, in this? I'll share with it you, right? Share with it you, and you can go through it. Okay, if you have any question, you can reach out to me. Okay, so and these are the this is, let's say, these are the recordings we provide to our student. This is for one of the batch. These are all recordings. These are all interview questions. I have prepared some interview questions which are like a real based which interview asks you. Okay, we have like 7 set of questions. I'm also trying to add some more questions set here. Okay, we also and one more thing, we also provide, you receive tickets in organization, right? When you work on any organization, we provide tickets. We have ticketing tools as well. Let's say I tell you, we provide, where is that? We have like created some dummy ticketing tools. So which will give you, some exposure on tickets, how to work on, in the, or if you go for any interview, right? They will ask you like uh, on which tickets you used to work, right? So that's why you should have the ticketing tool knowledge. See, people are already like class people are already working on these tickets. We have, let's say, Active Directory application issues, application performance issue, backup failure, BSOD, DNS, CPU, memory utilizations. All these tickets we have created. Like so, we'll give you like once we're done with our course, right? We'll give you access to ticketing tool where you can work on these tickets. So you'll get hands-on, right? And we also provide this troubleshooting guide. This has too many error codes, right? You can just find it in and you can fix your problems, right? These are the Windows patching steps. So how you do Windows patching, everything we are going to take sessions for that as well. But we also provide you the steps. We also provide study material. Okay, you can go through this. Okay, just this all things you will get in this training. Okay, and I have one more thing to discuss with people who are already, who are already working on L1, right? So let me tell you why you should like upgrade yourself. Okay? Why upgrade from L1 support? Like you, if you are already working, right? There, there is no growth if you're working on level one, right? You have to upgrade yourself on server. So then only you can grow yourself, right? In L1, there is nothing. You will not gain knowledge. You will not gain money as well, right? So that's the one thing you should focus, right? So you have limited scope of work, on L1. You will have some like same work, whatever you are getting, lower pay. You will not be paid enough, for L1. Repetitive tasks. You will be doing same task every day, okay, and you will not learn anything from that. So that's why, and limited career growth. You don't have any career growth on L1 support, right? What is that? You're doing some basic task, and your like whole career, in whole life, you'll be stuck at that only. If you don't upgrade yourself now, then I have seen some people who is having 10, 20 years of experience and still they are working on some L1 support, and they don't have any growth. They have not grown financially as well, and nothing. That's why, in a time, you should not like stuck and like in your comfort zone, right? You'll have to come out of it, right? Then only you can grow yourself, right? Benefits of server level expertise. Let's say you learn server, right? So your doors will be open for below positions. You'll be hired as a system administration. Okay, they are also called sometimes server engineers. Okay, and data center operations. If you know server, then if there are some interviews for data center operations, so you will get exposure to data centers, how data centers work, you know, and there, if you go to data center, then you have multiple technologies. You have VMware, you have Hyper-V, you have some automation tools. You will learn those things. Okay. See, as I told you, VMware and Hyper-V. Okay. If you know server, in some teams, in most of the organization, if you know Windows Server, right, you will be part of a Wintel team. So Wintel team handles VMware, Hyper-V, and Windows servers. And if you go for Linux, in Linux, you don't have these things. Linux, you will be only stuck at operating system. But if you go in Windows Server, you will be part of VMware and Hyper-V. Like Hyper-V, anyway, you are managing it, but you will be part of VMware. You have like more chance of getting exposure to data centers if you do Windows Server and cloud computing. Right? If you know server, you can easily upgrade yourself to cloud. And what you have in cloud, you will get one Azure Cloud interface where all our VMs created. All VMs have server operating system. If you want to learn operating system, first you should know what is Windows Server, what are the server operating system, what task we do on server level. Then only you can successfully upgrade yourself to Azure, right? On Azure also, let's say everyone is saying cloud. What is there in cloud? There are all of server operating systems. So, currently, some people like we have on-premises data center, which we call, right? Let's say there is one company, right? Let's say we have a Dynamic solution and we are having some servers, right? We are managing our own data center, right? So that's the same now. Like, let's say there are some small businesses, big businesses. Now they want to, what they are doing, they are installing their operating systems on someone else's data center. Let's say Microsoft has its own data center. They are providing you one console, and through that console you can create your virtual machines, virtual machines, and on that virtual machines you are installing your operating systems, whatever you need it, right? You are installing some applications in the backend. Everything is installed on the server only. Okay. And salary growth potentials. So if you know these all things, anyway, your salary will going to increase too high, because you're not working on L1. If you're working on L1, there is no salary growth. Will tell you there is no knowledge upgrade in your, okay, and nothing. So this is the good time for you guys whoever having, like, we're already working on L1 and they want to upgrade. This is really good time for you to upgrade. So what will be our course structure? As I already we have it mentioned on our brochure as well. Here also we will be having step-by-step learning. As I like, first day we'll have some basic hardware networking knowledge. Okay, then we'll go to operating system installation. Then we'll have uh, Active Directory, DNS, DSCP. We will go step by step, so it will be easy for you for your understanding. Okay? We will have hands-on labs. Okay, while teaching, we will like, I will also show you how to perform the things, like perform practicals. We will not like that key. We'll just take theoretical lectures and we'll ask you to do practicals. It's not like that. First, I'll show you how to do things. Then you can do it on your own. Okay. Mock interviews. We also like take mock interviews where we act like we create actual environment. Let's say, as I have taken multiple interviews, right? I know which questions are asked, so I'll focus on those questions, and those I'll try to ask you in mock interviews. Career consultations, right? As I told you, you can come to us anytime. Okay? If you have any questions on your career, like which path you want to choose, what are your capabilities, then we are surely will help you. Job placement assistant. So as I told you, we'll support you everywhere. Let's say as I told you, we will send you some openings in the market. You can apply there. Let's say you're giving interviews, right? And sometimes it will happen that you don't know some questions. Interview asked you some practical or scenario based question, and you didn't know that how to answer that. You can call us, okay, and we'll tell you how to answer those such type of questions. Doubt clearing sessions. Let's say if you have some doubts, later once you are done our courses, if you have some doubts, we can also have doubt clearing sessions on your request. Q&A. Okay, guys, let's have Q&A session now. I'm done with from my side. Let's have a Q&A. Anyone, any questions?
Sir, what is the difference like in a Linux server administrator and MCSA? How we can differentiate it?
There are two operating systems in the market. One is Linux and one is Windows. Those are most used operating systems in the environment, in the any, let's say, any organization. Those are both are server operating systems only. Linux works only on command line, and in Windows also you have two options. You also have some core servers, where you can like work command line as well, and you also have some servers where you work on, like as we are working on Windows 7, right? User interface. So that's the difference only. But both are server operating systems.
Okay.
Yes, Raghavendra. So Manoj, did I answer your question or you have something else?
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good morning, Ravindra. Yes.
हाँ सर, जस्ट आपने जो बताया L1 सपोर्ट मीन्स अपग्रेड, ये जो कोर्स रहेगा L1 अपग्रेड होगा ना वो?
नहीं
तो
L1
जैसे
means
कि
what? L1 means what? Level
लेवल
1,
1,
you know?
हाँ,
Yeah,
ओके ओके,
who
हाँ,
are already working
जैसे
on
कि
level
सर,
1 support. Yeah.
ओके, हाँ, जैसे कि मैं तो नॉन आईटी बैकग्राउंड हूँ और मैं तो करता हूँ वर्क बैंकिंग में, वैसे मैं स्विच करने ही वाला हूँ, इसलिए मैंने आपको पिछले मंथ में बोला था वैसे, बट आज सेशन अटेंड किया, अच्छा ही लगा। बट अभी जो मैं देखता हूँ वैसे कि जॉब्स रिगार्डिंग L2 L3, तो ये सपोर्टिव होगा हमें कोर्स लेवल 2 लेवल 3?
करेक्ट। सो आप लेवल 2 एंड लेवल 3 पे जा सकते हो ये कोर्स करके।
ओके, मीन्स ये सपोर्टिव है, इसलिए
येस
मुझे
येस
लगा
करेक्ट.
अभी, हाँ, म्हणजे मराठी बोलू शकतो?
येस यू कॅन.
हां, हां.
आय
म्हणजे
अंडरस्टँड.
असं की आता जर समजा की ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये गेलं तर पहिला असिस्टंट, डेप्युटी देन मॅनेजर, ओके. तर
करेक्ट.
L1, L2 कसं की हां, आपल्याला ट्रेनिंग देत जातात. मग हा जो कोर्समध्ये मग अपग्रेड मग आपल्यालाच व्हावं लागेल की
नाही
सेम
आपण येतं बघा. आता जसं आय-टी मध्ये बघाल ना, आय-टी मध्ये L1, L2, L3,
हां, हां, हां.
L4 असे
असे पोस्ट
पोझिशन्स
असतात.
असतात. L लेव्हल म्हणजे
राइट.
बेसिक, L1 म्हणजे बेसिक, राइट? L2 म्हणजे त्यापेक्षा अपग्रेड,
हां.
L3 म्हणजे त्यापेक्षा अपग्रेड, L4 म्हणजे त्यापेक्षा पण अपग्रेड असं. तर मग तुम्ही
ओके,
आता
ओके.
इंटरव्ह्यू जेव्हा असेल ना, तेव्हा तुम्ही स्वतः किती प्रिपेअर आहात, ठीक आहे? त्यानुसार तुम्ही
ओके.
L2
हां.
किंवा L3 ला अप्लाय करू शकता. आणि आपला कोर्स
ओके,
केला
ओके.
ना,
म्हणजे
तुम्ही
असं
L2,
आहे की
L3 ला इझिली जाऊ शकता.
ओके, ओके.
राघवेंद्र
म्हणजे
भाई, जसं नाही का बँकिंग मध्ये असिस्टंट मॅनेजर असतो, डेप्युटी मॅनेजर असतो, चीफ मॅनेजर
हो,
असतो,
हो.
तसंच
ते ना.
L1, L2, L3 असतं इकडे.
हो, तेच. म्हणजे त्याची ट्रेनिंग वगैरे त्यातच आहे का सपोर्ट ते विचारण्यासाठी तेवढंच. ओके, ठीक आहे सर. थँक यू.
Okay, Royson, you have pinged something. The problem is in server, they need experienced people after a certain age. Can you elaborate more on this?
Like basically, see, I'm 33 right now. They said since so many years you're just
Okay.
working on L1 and just providing VIP support. Even I have like basic information about servers. Still like switching this job.
No, you don't need basic, you already have, so that's what we have here, right? What we are going to do, if you do this course, we will tell you what actually works, right? What's going on in the servers,
ನಾನು
right?
ಪಾಲ್ದೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
Until and unless
ನಾವು
you go,
ಚಪಾತಿ ಆಟದ
Raghavendra, can you please unmute yourself?
ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್.
Okay, so if you don't know what actually happening in Windows Server level, right? Until and unless you will not able to like that idea itself, it will not be clear in your mind, right? So that's what we are going to teach you here. If you learn those things, then only you will be able to answer these questions, right? So let's say you said you worked on L1, right? What will do that? What is my approach? What I'll tell you, Royson, go, let me show your resume. Okay, what I'll go there and I'll make your past as you were working on server. I'll put some points that in your resume you were not working on L1, you were working on server only, but you'll have to
Okay.
take efforts from your side. Okay, that I want, right? So let's say if you're working on desktop, no one will go in your previous organization. They will not ask you on what technology he was working. He was working on desktop or he was working on something. They just ask you, let's say they do some verification, right? Background verification. In background verification, they will just ask if that guy was working here or not. If yes, that's fine. Right? And did I answer your question, Roshan?
Yeah, like
Oh,
so
okay.
just want to know what is the course fees again? Like
This month we're like already some people know they tried connecting us last month. We have we charge 10,000 first, and later once you are placed we charge 20,000. But this month we have some Navratri offers, and too many students requested me for discounts, right? We were not providing that. That's why. But this month we have like 10K only, in 10,000 only will be everything will be there. will not charge any more than that.
Any global certifications are included like Azure, foreign like.
Those
yeah.
certification, you know, in 10,000, no one will provide you. Will just this is your training fees, right? If you want to do some course certifications, I have contacts. I'll ask them to like you can reach them and you can do your courses, like do your certifications, because that is you have to schedule it from Microsoft, right? There you'll have to charge. Yeah, because you'll have to
So
pay
according
it
to
from
you,
Microsoft.
Azure or VMware, which is the best one?
You first learn Windows Server, then go to Azure. You know, if you go to, let's say you learn Windows Server, right? Then, you know, you some team, let's say you join some organization as a Windows Server, there you'll automatically learn VMware, no, if you are part of Wintel team. But once you work as a Windows Server engineer for, let's say, we'll say 1 year or 2 year, then you can like you can switch to Azure Cloud or AWS Cloud, whatever you want.
Sir, also we can move to cloud or like AWS or Azure after the.
Yeah,
Windows
it's up to you which you are interested in, right? But if you're Windows, you know, I'll suggest go to Azure Cloud, because in the future Azure will be, you know, Azure is very, you know, from in is like we can say like Microsoft has very big history. They are having many technologies, you know. Azure will grow surely in future.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. Anyone? Any questions? Okay, guys, no questions. Some people are shy. If they don't want to ask here, they can ping me personally. I'll answer your queries, or you can call me.
सर रोहन नाव आहे माझं.
हाँ, yes, रोहन, बोल ना. हॅलो. हॅलो रोहन, आवाज नाही येते तुझा. Hello, Rohan. I think you are mute.
Hello.
Yes, Rohan, tell me.
Hello.
You are asking something. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have मला 6+ years एक्सपिरियन्स आहे, पण MCSA केलेलं आहे मी ऑलरेडी. पण त्याच्यानंतर मी L1च्या वरती म्हणजे L1च्या वरती इंटरव्ह्यू वगैरे म्हणजे कमी कमी येतात, पण ते इंटरव्ह्यू वगैरे होतच नाही माझ्याच्याने क्रॅक वगैरे.
ओके ओके, सो डोंट वरी. कोर्स जर करशील ना तो, आपल्याकडे रिअल टाइम इंटरव्ह्यू क्वेश्चन्स वगैरे पण आहेत. ठीक आहे, तो सेट पण आपण प्रोव्हाइड करतो. पण मी जे शिकवतोय, ठीक आहे, ते तुम्ही फक्त त्या लक्ष देऊन केलं ना तो क्लास, कशाचीच गरज नाही. ठीक आहे, ऍक्च्युअली सगळं कळून जाईल तुम्हाला काय आहे. तुम्हाला रिझ्युमे अशी बिल्ड करून देईल ना, म्हणजे जे काही पॉईंट्स वगैरे टाकायचे आहेत ना, ते पॉईंट्स वगैरे करायला हेल्प करेल, जेणेकरून मग तुम्ही म्हणजे कॉल्स जास्त पण येतील आणि तुम्ही कॉन्फिडंट पण राहाल की तुम्ही ऍक्च्युली वर्क केलंय म्हणून. ठीक आहे ना. आणि आपल्याकडे असं नाही की आपण आज जसं मी सांगितलंय ना, ते आपल्याला कारण की रिझल्ट द्यायचे मार्केटमध्ये. ठीक आहे ना, असं नाही की बाकी तुम्ही बघाल ना बरेच क्लासेस असं असतात, कारण की त्यांना ना तुम्ही कोर्स केला ना, त्यांचा तुमचा काही संबंध नसतो. पण मला आपल्याला तसं नाही, आपल्याला मार्केटमध्ये नाव करायचं आहे. त्यासाठी आपण रिझल्ट माझे अगोदरच्या बॅच झालेल्या आहेत, त्यांना मी आतापर्यंत सपोर्ट करतो. काही ना काही अपडेट त्यांना देतच असतो मी. तर तो त्याचा तुम्ही कोणीच टेन्शन नका घेऊ. तो सपोर्ट माझ्याकडून 100% राहील तुम्हाला.
ओके ओके ओके.
ओके ओके. आणखी काही क्वेश्चन आहे का कोणाला?
सर माझा एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन होता सर.
हा हा, बोल ना.
सर विंडोज ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर मध्ये म्हणजे हाच पार्ट येतो का, म्हणजे आपण जे आता करतोय कोर्स विंडोज ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर एक म्हणजे हे आहे का, म्हणजे
हा
डिजिग्नेशन?
विंडोज ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, सिस्टम ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, सर्व्हर इंजिनियर, विंटेल ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. हे ना विंटेल ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर माहितीये का, फक्त विंडोजचाच माणूस असू शकतो. आणि तोच तू कधी पण म्हणजे बऱ्याच कुठल्याही कंपनीत जा, लिनक्स आणि VMware टीम एकत्र कधीच नसते, विंडोज VMware टीम असते एकत्र. तर तोच फायदा विंडोजचा होत असतो. आता मला अगोदर ना फक्त विंडोजच यायचं, पण मी विंटेल टीम मध्ये हायर झालो, म्हणजे ते VMware पण शिकलो, हायपर-व्ही, ब्लेड लॉजिक, ऑटोमेशन टूल्स, बऱ्याच गोष्टी, कारण की ते आपल्याला विंडोज साठी ते फॅमिलीयर आहेत. ठीक आहे. आणि डेटा सेंटर ऑपरेशन्स मध्ये पण जॉब केला. ठीक आहे. रिमोटली डेटा सेंटर्स हँडल करायचो आम्ही, मल्टिपल डेटा सेंटर्स. तिथे ना तुम्ही जेव्हा रिमोटली डेटा सेंटर्स हँडल करता ना, तर तेव्हा काय असतं ना, तुम्ही म्हणजे मल्टिपल सॉरी, देर आर मल्टिपल पीपल हु डोंट अंडरस्टँड मराठी. Let me tell you in English. We were handling multiple data centers, right, remotely. So what happens, you will be having one team where there, if you need something, you have ILO options is there, but still, if you want someone to go to like near to server and do some things, there you will be having one team. If you call them, they will go into the server room and they will do things for you. But if you if you get opportunity to directly work in data center, that will be very good. If you get a chance to work in a data center.
ओके सर, ओके.
Okay. Guys, we will just wait for 2 minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask, or else we'll wind up.
Shiva's question is, he has a career gap.
Okay. Shiva. Okay. So, what career gap you have? Like since when or how? Can you explain that?
Sir, actually, I have career gap. Like I'm working in non-IT background, so I want to join into IT background. Is that
Okay.
problem for me to
So,
join it?
okay, let me stop recording for this question. I
Hello?
don't want to stop.
Hello,
Yeah,
sir.
let me stop. Yeah, let me stop because I don't want to speak some things here in the recording. Because I will suggest you how you can feel your career back on it. I'll tell you without recording.
Actually, I'm working